I'm going to be showing you how to play card golf. There's a minimum of 2 players in this game, but you can set up computer opponents if you want to. Just hit the human button to have an actual player at the station. You can hit no player to clear a station. So for this demo, I'm going to play against 1 computer opponent. First thing that happens is you get dealt 8 cards, 2 rows of 4. And you can arrange your layout of cards however you want. There's some small strategic advantage to having opposite colors across from each other, but this step really is optional. You can skip it if you want to. Anyway, hit ready when you're done arranging, and then you flip 3 cards. So the idea of this game is to minimize your score, and you do that by getting matching columns. So you'll see that each card has a point value associated with it, and your score is going to be the sum of all your columns. So right now this column is scoring 8 points, but if I can get a match in this column, it takes it to 0. And when it's your turn, there will be a card in the center. Now you can either take that card or ask for a new center card. And when you take a card, you replace any of your cards face up or face down with that center card. And the way you do that is just touching the location that you want the center card to go to. So this would give me a match in this column. So I'm going to touch the 5. I took the card and now I have a match in that column. That zeroes out the point value of that column. And the computer already played, so it's my turn again. Now this 8 isn't going to do me any good anywhere, so I'm just going to ask for a new center card. And things didn't improve. I got a 9. So at this point I don't want to take the 9 either, so I'm just going to pass. The computer gets a chance to take the 9. He doesn't want it. He got a 1 for his second card. He took that. So now it's back to me. I can take the 3 if I want to, or ask for a new center card. I'm going to take the 3 and I'm going to put it down here in this corner. Plays back to me again. Now I got a free ride card. There are several cards that are worth 0, so those are really good. If there's no point value on the card, it's worth 0. There's break time, free ride, and new clubs. Those are all worth 0. So I definitely want this card. I'm going to put it over here in this corner. The computer got a break time. He took it, and it's a 6 to me. So I'm going to pass on the 6, and I was offered another 6. So I'm going to pass on that as well. Computer got a 0, but he passed me a 0, so I'm going to take it, put it across from my other 0. Now it's 4 to me. So I should mention at this point, you'll see the computer is down to only 1 face down card. At this point, if he were to take a card and put it there, that would finish his hand, and then I would get 1 more turn to act, and then the scoring would take place. Now the computer's probably not going to do that, because right now he's got a 5 and a 2, and he would score 7 in that column. 7's a pretty bad score. So I don't really have to worry about the computer going out. I'm going to pass on the 4. I got a 0. I'm going to put it across from my 1. So now the computer is down to 2 in this column, 0 here, 0 here. So there's a good chance the computer could go out. So I really want to try and improve my hand here. I'm going to ask for another card. It didn't happen. What I'm really hoping for here is another 3. This is the last basic rule of this game. And that is, if you can get a block of 4, that's worth -10 on your score, which is really good. So if I were to get another 3 and put it here, I would score 0 in this column, 1 in this column, and then -10 for these 2 columns. And so that would be, excellent. But I didn't get it. I'm going to pass. The computer passes on a 4. So now I have a 0. I can go out with, looks like 4 points if I were to put it in this corner here. I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of this 3. We'll see what the computer does. Nothing's really happening for either of us. So now the computer went out. All of his cards are face up. That means everybody at the table would get one more chance. You get a little notification down there that says that this is your last turn before scoring. So just to let you know, the computer is looking at 0 in this column, 0 in this column, 0 in this column because he has a match, and then 2 in this column, 2 plus 0. So the computer's got a pretty good score. I better hope for something good here. I got a 1. That's pretty good. So now it scores it up, shows you the score for each column and your total, and then that's one round. The game runs for 9 rounds. This is a running total of your total score. So just hit OK here. You proceed to the next round. Do it all again. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here and show you that there is a way to get to the instructions from within the game. You just hold on any corner, and there's some brief written instructions here. And if you hit the detailed instructions button, it'll come up with graphical instructions that show you the entire flow of the game and the rules. Just click that to come back, click that to unpause, and you're back in the game.